Hello, in today's hsbDesign for Revit training session, I'll walk you through how to export. In the hsbOutput ribbon, you have all of the export options. You can create any export with the exporter. You also have the option to create a Model X export directly, an Excel export, and these three items are the most important for now. Furthermore, you also have the Shop Drawings Explorer. You can activate the BOM link viewer, and you can configure loose materials and edit loose materials. We're going to focus on the exporter today. So, after opening the exporter, you can either use one of these already created export groups straight away, then you don't need to start the generator on configuration mode. But we want to create a new export, so we have to start the generator in configuration mode. Next up, you can set up the filter. You can either select hsbCAD elements, item containers, architectural items like walls, roofs or floors, or single elements. Furthermore, you have the select mode. You can either pick items or just select all of the single items in your drawing. You have the parameter options. You can export the extensible storage or export hidden parameters. And you have the location options. The default option is the internal origin. You can also use a project base point or a survey point. Down here, you can give the export a model name. You could also add a model revision, and you can choose your destination directory path. After clicking OK, it will open in the configuration mode. So first of all, you have to select, in my case, the item container for which I want to create the export. So in the Export Manager, you have exports in here. In order to use these exports, you have to assign them to groups. We want to create a new export, so we click on Create Export, and we can give this export a name. We'll call it Test. We could add a description, so what this export is doing. Afterwards, we can select an export type. We're going with hsbBVN, and we'll use last used for the type. Next up, you can select an output location. We'll use my Dropbox. And after clicking OK, this export is added to all of the exports. In order to use it, we can either add it to an existing group, or we can create a new group. We'll call this group Test. And by selecting our test export and right-clicking on it, we can add it to the single group, so we add it to Test. So currently, there's only one export type in here. You can also add several exports to one group, and so you will create several exports for this group. So after closing it, we can open the exporter again, and right now, we don't need to start it in configuration mode. We can select our export group Test, click OK, and select our item container for which we want to create the export, and hit Finish. So after the export has been successfully created, you get a message that the export was completed successfully, and we can close this message. And if I switch to my Dropbox quickly, you can see that I have the BVN file in here. I hope this video helped you to get an introduction into exporting in hsbDesign for Revit. See you for the next video.